Just quickly wanted to get onto the camera. This is probably not the most happiest I've ever been. I don't even know if I'll ever put this on YouTube, but I'm not feeling that great. It is there. I exchanged my laptop at work because we got new laptops, and I got home like 2:30 and I was just like hungry and like, you know, basically playing in my head, like negotiating with myself, like let me just get this and this and this or whatever, and obviously I went. My determination isn't that good at this point, and I think that's why I feel guilty, and also just because I'm not making healthy choices. And I'm not saying that I'm not allowed eating bad food at all, that's not what I'm saying. Like, it's just I cannot eat just like one ice cream or one chocolate or one cookie. I need to eat the entire bag, which just sucks. Oh, the only thing I can think of is speaking to the camera now. I am so frustrated with myself. I'm trying to train my mind to, if I'm in that such a hunger, just to sit back and be like, okay, let's chug like 2 bottles of water just to like start getting like fluid in my body, and then buy healthy things and then eat that. But I just, it's like I can't think straight when I'm starving, when I'm so hungry. I feel guilty, and this is the year where I really don't want to feel down on my body and what I eat, you know, like I want to learn from it rather than like feeling how I'm feeling now. I'm not feeling good at all. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just don't know. I'm so frustrated, I think, with myself and just everything, because I'm just gonna mention everything that frustrates me at this moment, and hopefully I feel better. But basically, I'm in love with this guy. So freaking in love. I adore him. I like him so much. And it just hurts so much. And I feel this way about him. I think it's the worst if you feel deeply for someone and then you just know they don't feel the same way. And obviously he doesn't know how I feel. We are friends, but I'm struggling with his body image. Like, I've got such a big struggle with that. I'm trying so hard to love myself the way I am and to eat healthy, to be healthy, but I'm such an emotional eater. Like, I cannot stop thinking of going to Albert Heijn and buying myself good stuff to eat. I'm not hungry. I just want so much things. Like, I just want to stuff my face, but then it's like a constant fight in my head that I shouldn't be doing this, you know. But it will be so nice chilling here, eating chips, chocolates, ice cream. But then tomorrow morning I will feel upset. Okay, so today is the first day of me finally, and this is finally, trying to, you know, get to my fitness goal, and eating wise and then also physical wise. Yeah, I don't look great. I have been laying on my bed and eating a lot of shit today. I'm not even gonna film something long, but I'm not feeling good. I'm literally laying in my bed. It is currently 4:30. I so badly want to go and buy myself things to eat. It's like all in the mind, because currently my stomach, like I can't even separate my stomach and my mind. But I know how bad I'm gonna feel afterwards. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So you have seen an intro, probably just be me being very sad and you will get to know me in this video. I'm being very vulnerable. I wanted to share my story for so long now, and I'm just at a point where I feel comfortable doing so. I'm not saying that I'm 100% healed of all the things I've been through. I'm not saying I'm, you know, completely a-okay, but I am the happiest I've ever been in my life. And you know, I've worked hard at just trying to be the best me and accepting myself. So yes, I'm going to tell my story. I'm going to put in as many pictures and videos for you to follow along, to actually understand what I'm talking about. And I just hope I can touch, I don't know, someone that's going through the same thing or has been. So yes, give this video a like if you do end up liking it, and then I'm going to jump straight into the video and just start from the beginning. I don't know how I'm going to keep this short, because I'm going to talk about my last 5 years, but let me just start. Okay, so my big trouble started actually leaving school. So when I left school, I studied for 4 years, and that period I gained 20 kilograms. So in 4 years I gained 20 kilograms. I was very unhealthy. It wasn't just about the kilograms, it was what I ate every day. Stuffed my face with pizza, with hot dogs, with Russian dogs, with chips, with milkshakes, with, you know, eating out, McDonald's. And I was the biggest stress eater. I still am, but every emotion I felt, I just had to eat. So yeah, I gained 20 kilograms, and also I got out of a 8-year relationship at the end of my studies, which was basically end of 2015. So a mix of all that weight that I've gained, being in ending a very toxic relationship that hasn't been good at all, just left me with an empty shell. And to be honest, I have been the least happy at that point in my life. I felt empty. I didn't have any confidence. You know, I was shaped and formed by a person for 8 years to be a certain way, that if I wear a bun, it's not acceptable. If I had cleavage, it's not acceptable. If I dressed a certain way, you know, I had comments or fights or a breakup, or, you know, my whole life was just molded that 8 years based on how this certain guy wanted me to live. And yeah, basically the end result was me not having any personality, not knowing who I was. It was during my teens, literally 14 till 23 years old. So I didn't have the time to get to know me, to get to know who Christelle is, what I like, what, you know. So I was left with just being my body. And on top of that, having gained all that weight, so I was just to describe, that is how I felt at that point. So I went back home after my studies, just for a break before I started working in beginning of 2016. And my younger sister was like, Christelle, you look so puffy, you look so unhealthy. I was obviously unhealthy. I was sad. I won't say depressed, because that's not a term I use lightly, but yeah, I was just not feeling good. I didn't know who I was. So she was like, no, we need to do something. So basically since then is when I started working on myself. And it's been 5 years in the making to get to where I am now. And it started with my sister going, it was 3-kilometer runs, going with me every single day. She made me run. You know, I changed up my diet, I tried my best, and over 3 years I basically lost 20 kilograms. And I will put pictures and you can see, you know, how I looked like and everything, just to give you guys like you know, a flashback of what I'm talking about. So yes, that's basically over that 3 years I worked on that emotional weight. And I just want to get this across. It's not about, you know, having fat and, you know, actually the kilograms of fat I've lost. It's more that over that 4 years of studies and just my relationship back then being even worse, all that weight represented all that sadness, all that struggles I went through. So I wanted to get rid of it. It was like, you know, it's not me. I wanted to get rid of it. So that 3 years from 2016 till end of 2018 is when I worked on, you know, just improving my health and fitness, and then also working on my personality. And I must say, at the end of it all, I think that is my biggest improvement and my biggest thing that I'm thrilled at where I'm at now. I can just start crying. Like, I cannot believe the person I am now in comparison to who I was. Like, even just, I wish I had a video just to show you guys, but I don't have from back then, from 2016. But I just started being like, putting myself in situations where I felt, you know, I had to be a little bit under pressure, you know, where I felt like shit, it's a stressful situation. I was like putting myself in those situations and then being all this stress and thinking all these things in my head, and at the end see like, oh wow, I did it, you know. And I did that multiple times, and my work actually helped me in a way, because it put me in that situation where I had to speak to people, where I had to put myself out there, even though I was shy and, you know, insecure and didn't have any confidence. So that really helped me. Because I am an introvert and I am very much in my head, and, you know, having all that scarring from just everything before that, I really struggled. I struggled speaking with the guys. I cannot explain to you, like, I couldn't speak to a guy. It was like, when I spoke to a guy, I always immediately felt like, shit, what is he thinking? Am I looking fine? You know, I always connected it on appearance, and that is the saddest thing ever. Like, thinking that I was at that point where I couldn't even speak to a guy without thinking whether I look perfectly okay, and, you know, everything just on looks. And also just thinking, what can I say him? Like, he's judging me, he's, you know. So I've purposely put myself in situations where I had to overcome that. It was difficult, it wasn't fun always, but I did it. And at the end of my 3 years of articles, I was, you know, my vibrant self. I would say again, you know, that I can remember me being when I was in year 6, you know, obviously vibrant self, but also a completely new me, like I've never seen a Christelle like that. It's like I've been just, I don't know, a new person. So basically, that happened, and then at the end of my article, so the last year, 2018, something even worse happened. I got very bad, what do you call it, hormonal cystic acne. I've struggled with acne my entire life. Since school, I had a lot of, you know, acne. I went on Reaccutane back in school. I went on the pill for, you know, my acne and everything. But then in 2018, it was the worst time ever. Now imagine, I'm literally improving on my confidence and everything, you know, I'm getting there. I'm way better than I was back in 2016, but I'm not there yet, you know. Like, small things can still put, you know, set me back. So I'll put pictures, like, this is really difficult putting it up there, but, you know, it's life, it's normal. And that's one thing I've learned to accept, is I'm not going to be shy to, I don't know, be myself, show my struggle, show what I've went through, show what I look like, show what, you know. One thing is, and I'm gonna challenge myself, there's people that I don't want them to see what I was looking like before, you know, me finding me. And I wanted, because I need to post like a thumbnail on my Instagram when I release my videos. That's what I do with all my videos. And I had that instinct still of what I thought, like, oh, I don't want these certain individuals to see this before and after of me, and I'm gonna like remove them from seeing my story. And then I was just like, you're going against everything you've worked on. So now I'm just like, whatever, I'm gonna post that picture. I'm gonna be, you know, I'm just going to be very happy, and I don't know, just, I'm gonna own it. I'm basically just gonna own it. That's what I went through. This is who I am now, and I'm not going to be shy about it, because I felt a bit shy in showing that, but I'm not going to be, you know. So that's just a side story, that I still struggle with things like that. But then I keep on telling myself, like, no, don't be like that. Like, be yourself and be unapologetically yourself. So then, yeah, so I struggled with acne. It took me, I was on Reaccutane for 9 months, from I think June 2018 till March of 2019. Very strong prescription, and I'll also make a separate video on that, because I think it's really, that also just knocked my confidence down a little bit again. So yes, that happened. It cleared up, at least, you know, as the time went on, especially like beginning of 2019 when I got to the Netherlands. It, you know, cleared up, which obviously helped my confidence again. So but just to show that something that happened again. But then I would say, like, the major turning point for me was moving to Amsterdam. And I can completely say, and like my very close friends and my family understand this, but I found myself in Amsterdam. Like, I felt like it's a new beginning for me. I've worked on myself in certain ways that I'm able to live abroad by myself, and, you know, to take on this opportunity, and all, you know, all these things coming along with moving abroad. But yeah, when I got onto that plane, obviously I miss my family and my friends back in South Africa a lot, but it was just like, I belong here, and I became who I'm sitting here today. I can even put my first video that I filmed on my YouTube channel. Like, there you can still see me just being like, no personality. Like, imagine me there. That's already after a lot of, like, almost 3 years of work. Imagine me back in 2016. So here's that video clip to the end of this video, just to say that this video do have a lot of video clips rather than me talking to the camera, and that's just because I'm still getting used to film myself in public and actually speaking to the camera, because I do get weird stares and people, you know. And you can see, like, still not that big of a sparkle in the eyes. Inside I was feeling it, but it didn't come out. I was struggling to feel it, so, you know, let it out and embrace it. So yeah, that is when I literally, day by day, video by video, you can literally see me becoming happy, becoming me, becoming Christelle, becoming the kind, loving, I don't know, stupid kid. And stupid kid I just mean by having fun and just doing whatever I want to do in life, and not worrying what people think, and, you know, getting into what I like on my body, like clothing wise, like finding out, oh, this looks good on my body, and just exploring every part of my body, every part of the city, every part of life. So yeah, that's basically where the biggest part of me finding me started. And in saying that, it doesn't mean it all just went like good from there. That didn't happen, unfortunately not. So in May, as most people that follow my channel know, that I dislocated my knee. So that did set me back a lot, like I would say a lot mentally this time, and then also other struggles that I had with, like, eating and everything. So when that happened, I'll just keep it short, is I basically gained 10 kilograms of weight, and it was yet again emotional eating, me needing to, you know, eat until I cannot eat anymore. It's like, I think a thing I reach with me, I'm like, oh, now I'm satisfied, my emotions are numb, now I can go to sleep or whatever. So I was, you know, doing that for months on months on. I couldn't go out. It was summer. I was on my crutches for 8 weeks, obviously also with no movement. I couldn't move, so eating that amount of food, just sitting on the couch, not moving around, not exercising, obviously you would gain kilograms. So that obviously also just mentally just made me, like, yet again being very hard on myself, you know, feeling a little bit just, I don't know, just not feeling it I just didn't feel well. I didn't feel as I know I should have been feeling. So I went to see like a therapist, which was the best decision I've made at that point. I went to see her just as a soundboard, to speak to her, you know, to get my emotions out there as I'm so much in my head. And then my parents came to visit, and that really helped me to, you know, get out of that binging emotional eating, because they were with me for a month, so I couldn't do that. So that really helped me a bit getting on track, and, you know, just having family with me. And then also just one thing that I wanted to mention in don't want to say the exact time, but last year 2019 I started liking a person. I started liking a guy, and I don't know if I can say I fell in love with him, but deeply I think I did. I don't want to, you know, I did. I would just say it out there. I did fall in love with him, and I don't want to talk long about this, but I fell in love with him because he was the first guy to ever in my life, and that's sad, to accept me for who I am. He was, from the get-go, I could be my 150% self. And I say 150%, it means all those weird things I do when I struggle. I'm just clumsy and do weird things, and he would embrace it. He would embrace me. He would just be, do you, and there's no judgment. And yeah, but that's life. Not everything will go the way you would want it to go. He obviously doesn't know how I feel. I would never be able to tell him, because I would rather have him in my life than not, because he's a very good friend as well. So I had to weigh up the two and see, okay, I can tell him and I know how it will go, because I don't think he feels the same way, like literally like 99% sure. So either that, like I tell him and it goes wrong and I lose him, or I deal with my emotions and over time, you know, get over those feelings and have him in my life, because he's one of my best friends. So yeah, that's that. And then there's that part where I cannot talk about. In September last year, oh, that came very quickly. I don't want to cry, but something really bad happened. Probably the worst, a thing I didn't see coming, and it's still going on, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm not gonna make this a crying video, but yeah, just something terrible happened, and since then that probably hit me so hard mentally, and just, wow, yeah, I cannot speak about it. It's not my story to tell, and in the future I will definitely touch on it, definitely, because I would want people that go through the things that this situation is, obviously, to, I don't know, hear someone speak about it. But it hurts every day, but you know, I've learned to accept it and remove myself from the situation. So, you know, it's starting to become better every day, every month, you know, yeah. So that's that situation, but it is something that, you know, caused probably, it's just sad. So yeah, I obviously had a great supporting system, all my friends and my family, my sisters, yeah, like those people, they just, everyone, you know, it's nice having those people in your life. So yeah, and life goes on, you know. I had good things in my life, and if I can say it this way, like, it wasn't something to do with me, it's to do with something else. So it did affect my life, definitely did affect my life, and I was part of it in a way. But I've come to realize and to conclude that, you know, it's not my battle to fight. I will want to take the pain from anyone. I don't want anyone to go through pain or struggles or anything, and you know, but it's not my place to feel that way. So I've learned to step back, be supportive, help people, but you know, in my personal life, everything is good, you know, and I need to embrace it. I felt bad for embracing it. I still do sometimes. Like, I can just remember the day when I went to, like, the weekend I went to Venice. I told Sophia that I'm so scared to take in all these good things happening. That was when I was interviewing also for my it's becoming dark in here, also for my new job that I got, and I just had a good feeling that I would get it. And I was telling her, I feel so, I cannot take in all of this, because I feel every time I'm at a good point in life, it's just something is gonna come and gonna smash it. Like, I'm just waiting for it to happen. And she told me that, you know, the bad things will happen regardless, so enjoy the good things, ride out the beautiful, amazing moments, your happy moments, embrace it to your fullest, and the rest, you know, you are stronger. Everything in the past, and this also is what I tell myself, is everything in my past, my 8-year relationship, going through very hard studies, going from a personality and confidence and just person that's literally rock bottom, to building yourself up, you know, going through my knee injury and some mental, just being sad and not enjoying life, and then finding yourself, and then this happening. And I won't say I'm through it, but a big part of the emotional part I've conquered. I'm through it. I'm fine. So in the future, whatever comes, I can handle it. I will be able to handle. So embrace the good things. So I keep on telling myself that also, to not feel guilty of enjoying the blessings that you know, is put in my life. It's fine to enjoy it and to embrace it. So in saying that, I've just learned to accept that everyone needs to unfortunately fight their own battle. And at this point in my personal life, I am, as I said at the beginning, I think I said it, I'm the happiest that I've ever been. I, you know, live in a beautiful apartment with my best friend. I, you know, have a wonderful job waiting for me. You know, I don't have to worry about financial needs. I don't have to, you know, worry about things that people in the world worry about. So everything is just going good, and I am so happy for it. And it made me appreciate it so much more, just knowing what you can go through, especially with sadness and just not feeling good. So and in saying this all, I just want to like give you now I don't know, just where I'm at now, because it's not like I'm trouble free, unfortunately not, but it's also okay. I've learned to accept that life is just a bloody amazing journey you need to go on. You need to ride out every part that you are given in life, whether it's a difficult part or a good part. And one thing that I just wanted to say is that workout, and I've said it in some of my videos before, but it saved me. And I say saved, it sounds very like dramatic, but it saved me. When I was with my knee injury, I was so down in the dumps, so negative, and I had to exercise once I could to get the muscles and movement back in my knee and leg. And when I started doing that, it was actually like mental therapy, like my inside emotional therapy. And since then, I have been hooked on exercise. I joined the gym. I was then like gymming for a long time. When I could run, beginning of 2020, actually this year, I started running and fell in love with running, and I still love running. I'm never, not never, but I wouldn't want to stop. And then I joined F45, which is a high intensity interval training gym. I joined them in August, and that has probably just stepped it a notch up. I love it so much. It helps me so much dealing just with my emotions, getting it out, feeling absolutely on top of the world. And you know, they have challenges, like just things that I just can feel like I'm becoming stronger. I'm becoming this girl that I always dreamed of becoming, or just always wished that I could be. And now it's me, and it's completely me. It's not based off anybody else. Like in the past, you know, and still sometimes I do have struggles with like being confident. Like, I don't know if there's ever some person that's like confident 100% all of the time. I don't know, maybe there is, I'm not. But I would say I am way better than I was in the past. I would say out of 10 times, 8 of the 10 times, I don't give a shit what people think. I do whatever I like and I enjoy life. And then there's still those moments where I second guess, oh, should I post this on Instagram? What are people going to think? Oh, do I look good? If I had a good day of eating nice food, I will sometimes feel guilty. Should I? No. You know, I still have those thoughts because I had so many years of unhealthy eating, unhealthy relationship with foods. So many amount of times I would tell myself, today I will start, losing weight. Today I will start losing weight. Today I will start losing weight. Like, I have cried my eyes out on this camera because I had to speak to someone, and it was the camera, of me just trying to get on the right path and just, with health and whatever, all those bad bloody things. I had such a bad thing in my head, like I need to be a certain number on the scale. I only eat broccoli and chicken and this and that. I had a screwed up mentality when it comes to those type of things. And I must say, since being on F45, because I still struggled, like in March, April, June, I still struggled. I would say from July onwards, my relationship with food really became like a very good thing. And in the future, I can go into more depth about my food, I won't say addiction, I don't know, I want to throw words out there, but just my obsession with food and wanting to be eating until I cannot anymore, until I feel sick, wanting to go to Albert Heijn. It will be a thought in my head the freaking whole day, every day. And since living with Rizan, it makes it so much easier. I cannot go to Albert Heijn and binge, and I don't have that thoughts anymore. F45 really helped me when I started with the challenge to see that I can eat nice foods. Like, I'm on their eating plan, and I need something that can guide me. And I saw, oh, I can eat bread, oh, I can eat potato, oh, I can eat this, that, I can eat chocolate, it was just amazing. And I'm still learning and I'm still making mistakes, but being, I don't know, just loving moving my body, whether it's in the gym, running, walking, and just enjoying food in the right way. Challenge really helped me. I obviously lost weight during that 6 weeks when I started the challenge, but that is not what it was about for me. And I had to stop I didn't have time for my weekly updates on my 45-day challenge, but at the end I will just give an update here. I did end up losing weight, which is a plus size for me because I'm still wanting to lose the weight that I gained last year. But to be honest, that's like 20% of my goal. 80% of my goal is to be fitter in the gym, being able to go harder for longer, and just see like, wow, I can do still burpees at the end of the workout. I can still do more reps of things, and it's those type of things. I can go for longer jogs. I feel amazing. And the biggest thing of all, being consistent with eating healthy and enjoying, I wouldn't even say healthy food, just enjoying food in moderation, in the correct proportions, and seeing that I don't have to be scared to, I don't know, like today I had a chocolate, and I've just been, it sounds horrible saying I had a chocolate, but I couldn't just have one chocolate in the past. I had to like stuff my face with everything. But yeah, so F45 really helped me, and that is where I'm at now. I am still doing F45. I just have a little bit less classes now to also continue with my running, but there's another challenge starting in a week's time, which I will do again. It's just nice to have something to work towards. Yeah, and then I also have been going on dates this year. Just the last part of just 2020 being literally the year that I started just bloody being me. It feels so good. I started going on dates, seeing guys, and I'm currently actually seeing a guy, like literally, like we only had 3 dates. Don't take it any, like, I'm not saying we're dating, because we're not at all. Like, I'm not close to that. I've got such big thick walls in my heart that I need to work through, but I'm enjoying his company. He's lovely. He's a very I don't know, gentleman, and just a very good guy. So I've been doing that. I've just been embracing, I don't know, just wearing clothes that I want to wear, like tapping into that fashion sense that I always wanted to wear and always would see. And I'm like, I didn't have, I don't know, just didn't have the confidence to do so. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything else. I made notes when I was laying in bed that I wanted to make sure I touch on. So I actually just want to check quickly that I mentioned everything, because this is me sharing every little thing of my life. Okay. Yeah, that's basic. I've touched on everything. And there's one thing that I wrote here at the end of my list, and I just said imperfection is what makes you perfectly you. And that's probably a thing that I keep on telling myself every day, is to, you know, when I do feel that where I hesitate, like, oh, what are people gonna think or whatever, I just think to myself, like, you know, no one is perfect, and being you and being a person with mistakes and problems and issues and history and good things and a personality or whatever, that is you. And why in the world would you want to change that for anyone? You know, and the people in your life that truly knows you and loves you for who you are, they will stick in your life, and that's in any ways the people you want. That's what I always tell myself, like, I don't want to be this fake person, because then you would never know who are your real friends, who are the real people in your life, because they might like that front that you're putting up every time you are, you know, at a social event or around a group of people. Be you. If people don't like that, they don't like that. You don't have to have 20,000 friends. I've come to realize that, and it's okay not to have that. It's okay not to, don't feel insecure about that. Life is not about that. Life is about loving yourself completely, you know, having valued people in your life that truly support your dreams, your human being, who you are, what you stand for, and yeah, just all of those things. So I think I'm going to end this video. I'm excited to see where I will be, you know, in a year's time, because I am truly just digging into, you know, being Christelle and being Christelle completely, and not apologizing for anything, and making mistakes along the way, going through bad things still. I'm not expecting life to be perfect, because that is what makes life perfect, is all the imperfections and all the struggles. So that is my story, and yeah, I just hope it's just out there now, because I wanted to share it, and I will keep on sharing every part of my life as much as I possibly can. So have a good day, and then I will see you next time in a new video. Bye bye.